So, to begin the practice, I invite you to find a comfortable posture, seated or lying down. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable, otherwise, just softening the gaze. Beginning to fully settle into this new moment. And you might just check in with how you're feeling right now, noticing any touch points on the body, maybe where the feet are touching the earth, where clothes are touching skin, where air is touching skin. Noticing the movement of the breath as you take this next breath, following how it feels from the beginning of the inhale to the end of the exhale. And beginning to bring this quality of mindful attention to the forefront of awareness. This quality that includes curiosity, kindness, an open heart, open mind. It's accepting, inviting. Intentionally settling in both the body and the mind. And Jack Cornfield says, the present moment is the doorway to true calm. It is the only place you can love or awaken the eternal present. You cannot know the future, but here and now you can create a life of dignity and compassion one day at a time. You can plant beautiful seeds and learn to tend them with love and courage amidst the unfolding mystery. Being alive is finding ourselves in the midst of this great and mysterious paradox. There are 10,000 joys and sorrows in every life, and at one time or another, we will be touched by all of them. We will all experience birth and death, success and loss, love and heartbreak, joy and despair. And in every moment of your life, there are millions of humans just like you all over the world who are being confronted by situations just like yours. Some that are joyful, some that are overwhelming. What matters is the spirit you bring to each day. So, in today's practice, we'll be creating some space for the joys and the sorrows of our lives, not making one right or one wrong. This is life. This is what it is to be human. Can we open our hearts to all of it, the entire experience? So I invite you to begin to open to this space of loving presence within you as we intentionally create space for the joys and the sorrows. And sometimes it's helpful to bring the attention to the area around the heart, this heart center, imagining a quality of warmth, kindness, compassion, this compassionate desire that we be free of suffering. You might even come in contact with a deeper resilience as we settle into loving presence. And you might allow this compassionate space to open up to include the entire body. And if it feels appropriate, opening the space beyond the physical form, you can make the space as big as you want it. Continue to breathe, allowing the body to relax, opening space. And as we do this practice, remembering that becoming aware and mindful is not some magical tool where you will only experience pleasant moments. Instead, loving awareness will illuminate and hold everything, the success and delight, and the pain and suffering. Even being overwhelmed by challenging emotions is a natural part of the journey. If you judge yourself against some impossible ideal of how you think you should be feeling and acting as you struggle, it will only add to your suffering. So, beginning to gently bring to mind all of the joys of your life. These might come in the form of mental images, memories. There might be a felt sense in the body, emotions, calling in all of the joy of your life, all of the sources of joy. Really taking them in, allowing space for joy. Continue to breathe, allowing the body to relax, connecting with joy to the extent that you're able. And offering these well wishes, may I allow this joy to be a part of my being. May I invite in all of the joy life has to offer. May I hold joy with a light and compassionate heart. May I allow this joy to be a part of my being. May I invite in all of the joy life has to offer. May I hold joy with a light and compassionate heart. Continuing to breathe, relaxing the body, fully settling into this experience of joy. We'll begin the same process now with the sorrows of our life. And just go gently with this process. We don't have to stir up past trauma or anything that's really triggering. Just beginning to gently open to the sorrow, the sadness, the difficulties, remembering that there's nothing wrong with this experience. This is part of being human. And so, again, you might recall mental images or memories. There might be a felt sense in the body, the sorrow, the challenges, and creating a little bit of space for this. Remembering that sorrow belongs, and continuing to breathe, relaxing the body, making as much space as you need within this eternal loving presence, opening our capacity to hold sorrow. You might soften a little bit, softening in the body. Our Brock reminds us to meet our edge and soften. We soften around these sorrows, bringing compassion, understanding, loving presence. In offering the well wishes, may I allow this sorrow to be a part of my life. May I release resistance to sorrow and gently allow it. May I hold sorrow with a loving and compassionate heart. May I allow the sorrow to be a part of my life. May I release resistance to sorrow and gently allow it. May I hold sorrow with a loving and compassionate heart. And beginning to rest in this space of awareness that it can know both, can know joy and sorrow, widening the space of compassion. And continuing to breathe naturally, rhythmically. And these final words, again from Jack Cornfield: when you rest in the present moment with mindfulness, you open to a loving presence which is timeless and beyond the understanding of thought. It's by returning to the awareness beyond thought that you experience true healing. When your mind and heart open, you realize who you are, the timeless, limitless awareness that is capable of holding both the joys and the sorrows of our lives. We'll take a couple of minutes in silence, fully settling in, resting in this space of loving presence. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes if your eyes were closed. Gently move the body.